Improving your English speaking skills can be one of the most rewarding goals you set for yourself. It opens doors to new opportunities, helps you connect with people around the world, and gives you the confidence to speak in various situations, whether in professional settings or casual conversations. However, many English learners find themselves struggling to speak English fluently, often feeling nervous, unsure, or stuck in a plateau. But the truth is, you can improve your English speaking quickly with the right strategies, consistent practice, and dedication. In this video, we'll take you through 10 effective ways to improve your English speaking skills quickly, even if you are a beginner. These methods will help you practice every day, build confidence, and make your language learning journey more enjoyable and productive. One of the most important things when learning a new language is to speak it as much as possible. The more you speak, the better you will get. This is one of the most powerful ways to improve your speaking skills. Even if you don't have someone to speak with, you can start by speaking to yourself. You might feel awkward at first, but it's an excellent way to practice. Start by talking about your day. For example, today, I woke up at 7 a.m. I went to the kitchen and made some coffee. Then I went to work. After work, I met a friend, and we went for a walk. This kind of practice helps you get used to forming sentences in English, and over time, it will become more natural. The key is consistency. The more you practice speaking, the easier it will become. Along with speaking regularly, listening to English is equally important. When you listen to English, you get to hear the language in context. You can learn new words, phrases, and expressions that you might not encounter in textbooks. Additionally, listening helps you become familiar with the different accents, pronunciation, and intonation patterns of native speakers. The more you listen, the easier it becomes to understand the language and replicate the way words are spoken. Watching English movies, TV shows, or listening to podcasts and audiobooks can help you get exposed to authentic English speech. Make sure to listen actively. Try to understand the meaning of words, listen to how sentences are structured, and pay attention to pronunciation. Don't forget to repeat what you hear. This will help you improve your speaking skills by mimicking native speakers. Reading is another powerful tool that can help you improve your English speaking skills. It expands your vocabulary, exposes you to new sentence structures, and helps you get familiar with grammar in context. When you read, try to read aloud. This helps you practice pronunciation and fluency. You can start with simple books, short stories, or articles on topics you enjoy. If you find a word you don't understand, look it up and try to use it in a sentence. Don't just read silently. Speak the words out loud. This process will help you remember vocabulary better and improve your speaking. If you find it difficult to read long books at first, start with graded readers, which are books specifically designed for learners of English with simpler vocabulary and easier sentence structures. In addition to reading, learning new words every day will significantly improve your speaking. The more words you know, the more easily you can express yourself. When you learn a new word, make sure to use it in different sentences. This will help reinforce the word in your memory. Instead of just learning individual words, focus on learning phrases and expressions that you can use in everyday conversations. For example, instead of just learning the word help, learn the phrase, "Can you help me?" This will help you speak more naturally and fluently. Write down new words and phrases every day and try to incorporate them into your conversations. One of the most effective ways to improve your English speaking is by practicing with others. Even if you're not living in an English-speaking country, there's still plenty of opportunities to speak with native speakers or other learners. There are many online platforms and apps where you can connect with language partners and practice speaking. Look for language exchange partners, find conversation groups, or join online communities where people are also learning English. Speaking with others gives you the chance to use the language in real conversations, and it's a great way to practice what you've learned. You can practice a variety of topics, ask questions, and even role-play different situations. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes when learning a language. The more you speak, the better you will get. Another key tip to improving your speaking skills is thinking in English. When you first start learning English, it can be tempting to think in your native language and then translate into English. This makes you slow and unsure, but the more you practice thinking directly in English, the more natural it will become to speak. Try to think in English when you're doing everyday tasks. For example, if you're washing the dishes, think in English about the actions you're doing. I am washing the dishes. I am putting the plates in a rack. I am drying the cup. The more you practice thinking in English, the more fluent you will become. Pronunciation is another crucial aspect of improving your speaking skills. If your pronunciation is unclear, it can be difficult for people to understand you. Listening to native speakers and imitating their pronunciation is one of the best ways to improve your speaking. Pay attention to the rhythm and stress of the words. You can also work on difficult sounds by practicing them in isolation. For example, practice sounds like th, r, or v, which might be hard for some learners. Try to repeat the words or sentences after listening to them. This practice will help you speak more clearly, and over time, you will notice improvements in your pronunciation. Another tip is to surround yourself with English as much as possible. This is a great way to immerse yourself in the language without leaving your home. You can change the language settings on your phone or computer to English. Follow social media accounts that post content in English and watch YouTube videos or movies in English. The more you expose yourself to English, the more you will learn. The goal is to have English all around you so that you learn without even thinking about it. It's also important to embrace mistakes and not be afraid of them. When learning a language, mistakes are part of the process. Many learners are afraid of making mistakes, but this fear can hold you back. The truth is, making mistakes helps you learn. Every time you make a mistake, you learn something new. Don't be afraid to speak, even if you think you might make a mistake. People will appreciate your effort to communicate in their language. Focus on improving with every conversation. If you make a mistake, correct it and keep moving forward. Finally, be patient with yourself. Learning a language is a journey, not a race. It takes time to become fluent, and you should celebrate the small victories along the way. If you practice consistently, you will notice improvement. Set achievable goals for yourself, such as learning a certain number of new words each week or having a 10-minute conversation in English without feeling nervous. Take pride in your progress, no matter how small it seems. Language learning is a long-term commitment, but if you stay dedicated, you will improve over time. In conclusion, improving your English speaking skills is entirely possible, even if you're just starting. Speak as much as you can every day, listen to English regularly, read out loud, and focus on learning new words and phrases. Practice with others, think in English, and work on your pronunciation. Surround yourself with English in your daily life, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. Be patient with your progress, And remember that the more you practice, the better you will get. Keep working on your English speaking skills, and you will see improvement in no time. Stay consistent, enjoy the learning process, and celebrate your progress.